This week I am taking over this channel, and in today's episode I will be discussing dark and disturbing games. The games I will discuss today are darker than your usual run-of-the-mill video game. Although most of them are readily available, either online or in some cases at retail stores, they may be ones that are not recommended for younger gamers, even for some adults. So play them at your own risk. This will be the first in a multi-part series. As we progress, the games will get darker and more disturbing, just the way I like them. So without further delay, let us begin. And the first game we're going to discuss today is Undertale. Undertale is a role-playing video game created by Toby Fox. In this game, you control a child who has fallen into the underworld, a large, secluded region under the surface of Earth. The player meets various monsters and different creatures on the way. Some of them may engage with you, or others may pick a fight. The combat system involves you navigating through many bullet hell attacks by different opponents. Now, you can go the pacify route, or subdue the monsters instead of killing them, and the choices you make with this game affect the dialogue, the characters, and the story itself. One thing to keep in mind is that it's probably best to do the pacify route, as the way the game progresses will be better for you, so that means no killing anybody. Although this game starts off very lighthearted, like many games that we will discuss today, the game gets dark pretty quickly. Aside from some of the characters that are extremely colorful and have interesting backstories, you will probably meet two of the most annoying video game characters in history, Sans and Papyrus. But besides that, Undertale has developed quite a following by fans of all ages. A sequel was made, and there are talks, and have been talks for years about a particular movie. This has to be one of my favorite games. It was recommended to me by several different people, and I am proud to finally be able to discuss it. The next game we're going to discuss today is Sad Satan. This is a PC first-person game developed by really an unknown person who claims to use the name Gary Graves and was built with the Terror engine. Now, like many of you, I am reviewing this game because I've heard about it, and there's been a lot of publicity. Some good, some bad. And I can tell you honestly that this game is not all it's made out to be. I believe it was made strictly for shock value. But to be honest with you, the game is extremely freaky and unnerving, to say the least. To be honest with you, I was very disturbed from playing this game, and that's a lot for me. However, the game itself does hold a special place in gaming history, if for no other reason than because of the hype. What you're looking at here is actually the clean version of the game. I got it from myabandonware.com, which is a safe place to get games, as I believe they check them very carefully to make sure there are no viruses or malware on them. But people trying to find this game can be very risky, as it has been known to contain viruses and malware, so download at your own risk. But to be perfectly honest with you, this game does not live up to the hype. So it's better to actually watch it be played than to risk downloading it yourself. But if you do, like everything here, do so at your own risk. Our next game is Slender, the 8 Pages. This is a free-to-play indie-developed first-person survival horror video game released in June 2012 for the Microsoft Windows and OS X by Parsec Productions using the Unity engine. It was developed, directed, and programmed by Mark J. Hadley. In this game, you are trying to find 8 pages of a story about Slender Man, and you have to find these pages without Slender Man finding you. You have the option to turn on and off the flashlight, but be warned, the flashlight only contains so much power. And if you see Slender Man, the best thing for you to do is run, as there is an option to sprint. The game itself is really worth your time, as it's very scary and has a lot of jump scares. But be warned, as soon as you see Slender Man, you better run, because if he catches you, it's game over. Our next game is Earthbound. It is a role-playing video game developed by Inc. HAL Laboratory and published by Nintendo for the Super NES. This game was released in Japan in August 1994 and in North America in June 1995. You take on the role of Ness and his party of 4, and they travel around the world to collect melodies from ink sanctuaries in order to defeat the universal cosmic destroyer, Gygus. The game itself, like many, starts off on a very nice note, I guess, for lack of a better term, as you have witnessed a meteor crash close to your home. But then, as time goes on and you discover more, the game becomes darker and more disturbing. This is definitely not a role-playing game for the light-hearted, and this game itself gets very dark and disturbing before you're finished. I highly recommend it, as it has to be one of the darkest, not a first-person shooter game from that time period. Initially, the game was not a big success, but within the last decade or so, it has developed quite a following by fans of all ages. So, with all that said, should you choose to play this game, well, you've been warned. Enjoy. Next, we have Bad Day on the Midway. This game was designed and scored by The Residents and a number of other graphic artists, including Jim Yuki. The game was optioned by Ron Howard. I'm sure you all know who he is, as it was going to be a series on television, and to direct it would be David Lynch. But instead, it was made into this game. The player can switch between various game characters in order to solve a number of puzzles. The game features gameplay elements from point-and-click adventures and has really cool narrative lines and definite fixed story elements. The gameplay is centered around discovery via the different characters and to understand the storyline as a whole. It is necessary to complete the game multiple times. The game is time limited, and decisions made by the player influence the game's timer. The best way to put it is you take on the role of Timmy, a young boy who comes to the Midway at a carnival and discovers several different characters along the way.
Would you like to watch my mother perform?
And of course, the music and artwork of The Residents
Everything around
tells
here.
the story. Any of you that are resident fans, like Anthony here, that on this channel that I have overtaken, you will love this. And there are versions out there that will work on modern computers. So if you're interested in going to the dark side of the freak show, enjoy Bad Day on the Midway. Next we have Hong Kong 97. The game that was developed in 2 days and was made for the Super Famicom in Japan. Alright, that's all I can take. This game really, truly sucks. And our final game for today has to be the most disturbing, the most freaky, and above all, the biggest mindfuck of all the games listed today, and that is LSD Dream Emulator, which was an exploration game developed and published by Asmic Ace Entertainment for PlayStation 1. In this game, the player explores surreal environments without any clear objective. The player can only move and touch objects that will warp them to another setting. The game was conceived by Japanese artist Osamu Sato. This game itself is basically what it says. You are exploring a dream world. If you die in the dream, you wake up, and then you start the next day. It's almost like a dream diary is given, as each of your dreams are rated, and you try to have more interesting dreams as each day goes on. The game itself can be lots of fun, surreal, and also disturbing. But to be honest with you, this has to be the game, in my opinion, that truly shows what a dream world is like. The game is readily available, although when it was not long after it was released in October of 1998, it kind of fell into obscurity. But recently, it has resurged in popularity, and it is definitely a game that is unlike any other. So if you have your PlayStation 1 sitting somewhere in the house in a box, unbox it and get this game. And I would like to hear about your experiences with this game, so feel free to leave comments in the comment section below and tell me about your experience with LSD Dream Emulator. And now we come to the end of our brief stay in the world of video games that are both dark and disturbing. I hope you enjoyed our little trip together down this rabbit hole. If you would like to see more dark and disturbing games, leave your suggestions in the comments section below. Because I will return. Oh yes. Next week this channel will go back to business as usual. But I shall return. Soon. When? When you least expect it. So until that time, I am the darkness. And remember, no matter what you think or feel, the darkness always matters.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
In our next episode, we will discuss arcade beat-em-up fantasy games.
Well, until next time, I am Anthony Gamer. I wish you all a great new year. Stay strong, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, be kind and take care of each other. See you guys soon. Bye!